Today we are going to study the mixed economic system. In our previous lesson, we went into detail about the free market economic system and planned economic system. So both of them, they are opposite to each other. In free market economy, government is having no role in the economic activities. Whereas in planned economy, government is having 100% role to decide what point are going to produce. So both the systems, they are having their disadvantages as well. Along with their advantages, both of them are having the disadvantages which are overcoming some of the time to their advantages. Like if public goods and merit goods are not supplied by the government, if they are undersupplied and not supplied by the government, then how private sector will be able to invest in the economy if there are no roads, if there is no defense, and if there is less and less education and health services? Do you think private sector will be able to flourish in that economy? Private sector only tries to invest in those areas where government is also taking part in order to improve the infrastructure of the country. On the other extreme, yesterday we were talking about the planned economic system, where planned economic system was discouraging the private investors. If any private investor is going to start to produce output, so in that case what happens? Any massive profits earned by the private sector firm, that will be snatched on the name of nationalization. Government will nationalize that private sector firm which is earning massive profit, and it is causing unequal distribution of income in the society. Okay. So both systems, they are having their extremes. Now mixed economic system, nowadays we are having almost all the economies, they are using mixed economic system instead of pure free market economy and pure planned economic system. None of the economy on this world globe we are going to have purely free market and planned economic system. So almost all the economies, they are having mixed economic system. It depends how much role of the government is present in that economic system. If government is having less and less role, like in US economy, then we say it is close to the free market, where everything is decided by the market forces are decided. And government is having a very, very minimum role. And if a country is having more role than the private sector by the government, so that country we can say it is having more of the planned economic system, like in China, where government is very stronger and it is stronger than the private sector. So we can say that country is also a mixed economic system, but it has more role in the area of economic activities performed by the government. Okay, government is also again the deciding body, it is again powerful economic agent. So mixed economic system, it is the mixture of both free market and planned economic system. Like I can say, what type of ownership is there? What type of ownership you can find? In this case, both private and public sector ownerships are present. Like I can say, the private individuals can own their properties, businesses. Okay? They are given the incentive to maximize their ownership as much as they can. They can run their business successfully if they are owning it. So they are allowed to. You can have more than one house, you can have more than one factory, you can have more than one car. So private ownership, there is no restriction. But on the other hand, state is also owning the factors of production. Like public goods, they are supplied by the state. So government is also owning the land labor capital. Government is also becoming the employer and producer in certain areas, like in order to provide infrastructure, reformed infrastructure like roads, education and health services and defense of the country, street lighting. So state is also having the public ownership. No, their aim. Now, what is the motivation? What is the motivational force of this system? What motivates it? So first of all, before the motivation, we should write the decision making as well. Who will decide what font for whom to produce? Who will decide what font for whom to produce? Majority of the decisions they are taken by the private sector. Like the private goods, they have to be supplied by the private sector. What are the private goods? If I say, what is a private good? It is excludable and rivalry. Like you can say, this notebook belongs to you. This is private ownership of a student. I can say he or she is excluding others from its ownership. Alright? You are owning your own car as a private car, so you are excluding others from its ownership. And what do you mean by rivalry? Rivalry means if you have purchased it from the market, its supply for other users, for other buyers has decreased. Its availability for other people that has decreased. Okay? So the private firms, they are deciding to produce private goods, private services. Whereas the public firms, the public sector is going to decide about the provision of public goods and the merit goods. Like defense of the country, street lighting, road networking, airports, seaports, they are managed and supplied by the state. And government will become the owner of these things. So can I say the decision making process in case of mixed economic system that is decided by both the private and public sectors. Majority of the decisions they are taken by the private sector, whereas the rest of the things which are not supplied by the private sector or less supplied in the form of education and health, they will be taken care by the public sector or by the government intervention in the economic system. Now what is the motivational force? Come to the second point. What is the motivational force? That is what? For private sector it is profit maximization. You are right. For private producers, they are motivated to maximize their profit or their self-interest. Like consumer is motivated to maximize his utility, to maximize his ownership of assets. And producers, they are motivated to maximize their profits whenever they are taking part in the economic activities. Either they are running any of the private institution. Alright? But we also have the public sector in our economic system. It is motivated by social welfare maximization. It is not having profit motivation. They want to maximize the social welfare. If roads are provided, they are well paved. Government is not maximizing profit by constructing a road, but government is supplying it in order to encourage people to invest in the economy in that area where road network is available. So their aim is to maximize the social welfare of the society and to assist the private sector to take part, to encourage them to increase the investment in the private sector in order to create more and more employment opportunities and more goods will be supplied. Why government is connecting villages to the cities? Basically, whatever the output is produced in the village area, in the rural area, that can only be supplied to the cities if there is a connecting road. Alright, so infrastructure improvement will assist ultimately the private producers in order to encourage them to increase their investments, and ultimately more employment opportunities will be created both by the private and public sectors. So basically we are having motivational forces, profit maximization and social welfare. required to run that system. Type of government, although we are having less and less role. So the type of government which is required for free market economic system, that is democracy. Like government of the people, by the people, for the people. Whatever the rules they are made by the government, whatever the legislation is made by the government, that is only for the people. So basically the private people, the private producers, they elect the government, then they ask their government to make these rules which will assist to encourage investment in the country. Alright? So democracy is required a form of state. What is the form of state? Alright? Democracy in case of free market, you can add this point to your writings of free market economic system. Democracy form of government is required to run the free market economic system. Whereas in planned economic system, what type of government is required? You can say a dictatorship is required, where a strong ruler can implement his policies. But who controls? Alright? He is having a strong control. So a dictator type of autocratic form of government will be required to run the planned economic system. Whereas in mixed economic system, what type of government? What? Dynamic, you are saying. It is, you can say a democracy form of government is required because mixed economic system usually they are having democracy in their countries. But it also requires a government to have control over the private sector. Government is intervening. Sometimes prices of necessities are very high. Like we can say sugar prices are surging up in our economy. So government should intervene to have a fair pricing policies. The government should have power. Although it is a democratic government, but its institutions should play their roles in order to ensure the fair distribution of income through taxes. So a democratic form of government can assist, can help a country to have the mixed economic system. Alright, you can say dynamic can be there, but dynamic is not a form of government. We can say we should have a democracy, a democratic form of government in order to run both the free market and mixed economic systems. Alright. Now, we say role of government, I said, what type of role of government will be there? Role of government. Now it is justified role. Government intervention, wherever it is required, that government will come into the picture. In order to bring in economic efficiency, government can play its role. In order to have fair distribution of income, government can play its role. But unnecessarily, government should not be discouraging the private investors, because that will decrease the employment opportunities and economy can move into recessionary phase. So government role, that is very, very justified in case of mixed economic system. It is not always a stronger role in all the areas of economic activities. It can play its role where merit goods are undersupplied, government can subsidize them for their production. It can tax the demerit goods, it can implement the regulations for the sale of the demerit goods, that underage sale of cigarettes and wines, that is prohibited. Alright. Government can supply the public goods. Government can have the fair distribution of income. Government can implement the maximum minimum prices. Government should control the imports of the country. So these are the roles, economic roles of the government. But it is not, it should not be, I am giving you a value judgment statement, that it should not be intervening in all the economic activities. That if private sector is producing cars, so government is also producing the cars. If private sector is producing the cell phone, the government is also producing the cell phone. This should not be there. Government should participate in those production of the goods where private sector is either absent or it is having underproduction of the goods like merit goods. These private schools are not providing education to each and everyone even in this city. The private schools. So there is lack of supply of educational services. Then government will produce the educational services in the form of public schools, colleges and universities. The state level provision of education. Okay, this is called a 6-point agenda. You can say, you can note it down. For every economic system to make, you have these 6 points. Ownership, motivational force, decision making, the form of the government, the role of the government, and what are the outcomes of an economic system. Like I said, in free market we have the private ownership, no public ownership. In planned economic system we have only public ownership. Motivational force in free market there is profit maximization or self-interest maximization. In public sector it is social welfare maximization. In mixed we are having both. Decision making in private sector, market forces are deciding, consumers and producers. In public sector, who is deciding? State. In which both of them. Form of the state, I said, whether it is autocratic or democracy, there are 2 forms of government. And in our case, there can be others. Role of government in free market, there is no role. In planned economic system, there is a maximum role. And what are the outcomes? In free market, we said consumer sovereignty, economic efficiency, competition, private goods, luxury goods are both produced. In case of planned economic system, we said more public goods and necessities are produced. What types of outcomes? Either they are advantageous or disadvantageous, we can write in this part. This is the key factor I gave you. How to write the economic system, how to remember the points to be mentioned while you are writing. Okay. Now, what are the outcomes of this mixed economic system?
Increase GDP.
All the economic systems they focus on that. First of all, it is producing both types of goods, private and public. In private sector, we have competition, efficiency as a profit motivation is there. In public sector, we also have the motivation of social welfare maximization. So public goods are also supplied.
High prices will be controlled.
Yes, government can have the price regulations. Prices can be monitored by the government. Whether the necessity prices are increasing, then government will play its role to set the maximum minimum prices. What else can be there? There will be fair distribution of income by government. Government is taking taxes from the people in order to redistribute them in the form of monetary benefits, in the form of money benefits, or in the form of goods and services.
Better facilities, infrastructure.
Better improved infrastructure is present. Reformed infrastructure you can see.
Demerit goods can.
Demerit goods consumption can be discouraged. Anyhow, we are mixing the benefits of both free market and planned economic system in case of mixed economic system. Yes.
Sir, free market economy में government taxes नहीं देती.
Government?
Taxes नहीं देती.
कहाँ में government पता है क्या कर रही थी? जो उसके पास अपने sources of funding है, उसे किसी country में oil है, gold है, उसको sell out करके government काम चलाती है. Taxes को बहुत कम होती है. कोई भी नहीं है. None of the countries having 100% free, कोई सारे टैक्स ले रहे हैं. अब तो सारी इकोनॉमीज इसी पे चल. जो क्लोज टू फ्री मार्केट है वहाँ पे भी टैक्स है. अमेरिका में बहुत ज़्यादा टैक्स. इनकम टैक्सेस यानी डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट टैक्सेस, both types of taxes are present. अब बात ये कि when we are having mixed economic system, it will again be having the disadvantages in both the forms. Like if we are allowing the private sector to do, so there can be the supply of demerit goods as well. Although government is controlling, but they are still present. when government is having more hard control, it can have more of the smuggling activities. Like the demerit goods can enter into the country without paying any taxes. So hard control, strict control of the government can encourage people to be involved in the illegal activities. Alright? Strict control, sometimes government is doing its job, but if consumers are addicted of demerit goods, they can have more of the smuggling. Or sometimes we have higher prices of the goods in our country, so that will encourage the imports of the country. Even government is restricting the imports, then what happens? Illegal channels will also be used. And this economic system, although it has the distribution methods as well to redistribute income, but still income inequalities are existing. Alright? Income groups are present in all the economic systems. And government sector is again becoming inefficient because it is having no motivation of earning profit. State employees usually, their state organizations, state-owned enterprises, they are massively showing their losses, and whatever the taxes are collected by the government, they will be used to finance the losses of state-owned enterprises. You can take an example of PIA, Railway. They are the state-owned enterprises at very, very large scale. So every year when they are showing loss, so whatever the taxes people have paid, they will be used to finance the loss of PIA and rail because of their inefficiencies. Their cost of productions are very high. That's why they are unable to cover all their expenditures and they are showing the losses. Motivation is not there to earn the profit. Alright? So this is a basic economic system. We analyzed majority of the things in this economic system. So I am not continuing with the transition of an economy today. I will be doing it day after tomorrow. I think if you are not having a test on day after tomorrow. So we will be continuing transition. Transition means if one country previously that was governed by a planned economic system, now it is converting it into a free market, or you can say the mixed economic system where more role of private sector is present. So what changes will take place? Recently, your May June exams, they were cancelled by Cambridge University worldwide, but they have issued the papers they have made. So the transition question they have given in the latest exam. So if it is not tested this year, that may be coming to your exam as well. So transition of an economy is very important. Be present on your next class and we will be doing in detail the transition of an economy from one economic system to another. What changes will take place. Then we will be proceeding further to end this chapter, first chapter. Alright.